My name is Emanuel Hodge, and I'm from St. Louis. We live here from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, listen, so becoming an extra and then starting off going to an actor, it's pretty hard. You got to submit every day and all of that. So basically, but for me, starting off, I was born in St. Louis. I went to high school there and middle school. I was always acting a fool, cracking jokes, simple as that. The teachers, I gave them hell. So, but acting was something I wasn't even thinking about. But basically in 2001, I was in a Sylvan Learning Center commercial in 2001. Then I was an extra in one of like Nelly music videos. It was King of the Summer, I think it was King of the City or something like that. It was in 2001, so I got to meet all the lunatics and go backstage and stuff like that. But basically, a lot of people know me from when my dad, Clarence Brown, and my cousin Rudy Haynes, they started an internet radio station. So basically, I didn't really know what I was doing. So what I would do is, I would watch a lot of interviews, Power 105, Hot 97, so I can see what it is I'm trying to do. So once I started doing it, I fell in love with it. So I started interviewing celebrities, rappers, all that type of stuff. And then, majority of people who would call in were from Atlanta. So I started noticing that, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's somewhere I need to be in the future. So then I went to school, broadcasting school, graduated like in June 2014, and then pretty much becoming an extra was something I wasn't even thinking about until I think the very first time I tried to be an extra was on the show Single Ladies that came on VH1. That was like in 2013. I submitted, they contacted me and were like, well, since you don't live in Atlanta, we can't, book you. So I'm like, okay, the light bulb went off in my head. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move to Atlanta. So September 2014, I moved to Atlanta, and then pretty much being an actor and all that wasn't even in my plans. My goal was to pretty much get hired on the radio and then basically try to rap. So I was like, you know what? I kept seeing people saying about extras and stuff like that and ads. So Devious Maids was the first extra job I got. That was literally last year, matter of fact. So once I started doing that and then seeing myself on TV, I pretty much was like, you know what, maybe we're on to something. So I kept submitting. I did shows for like Tyler Perry, If Loving You Was Wrong, The Haves and Have-Nots, and a bunch of shows. I've done at least about 15 TV shows now. Then I did the TV show Lost and Found with Mike and Jesse. It came on December 23rd. So it's basically about a TV show where I have to do something special for my mom. So like basically getting like my TV debut with my mom on TV was priceless for me. So I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to rap, I'm gonna try to be an actor. So you can come up from being an extra to an actor, simple as that. Like while you're on set, you can be on set for anywhere from 8 hours to like 14 hours a day. You can network, meet people. You might meet some people who want to be actors just like you. So if you get their numbers, and who knows, like let's say you want to do a film, now let's say you meet a filmmaker. You got a filmmaker, then you got extras that you've met as well as actors. So now you pretty much have everything you need. Then when you're on set, you can learn a lot from like the casting directors and the PAs. You can learn a lot, network with them. And simple as that, man. It's not hard. People can come up from being an extra to actors. I have a friend named Chewy V. Shout out to Chewy V. He just did his first short film. What I'm saying? Justice Matters. And, so I was proud of homie. I met him on set as well. And I got another friend, X Factor. He's doing his first movie this summer. So, and I met X Factor last summer on If Loving You Is Wrong set on Tyler Perry Studios. So, you can come up from it. It takes longer for some people. Some people, it happens in like no time. Chewy V, it happened like in a couple months. So, I think he was only an extra maybe 1 or 2 times, and then he got a role in the movie. So I've seen guys get speaking roles on set where they just pick them out and say, hey, we're going to use you. So, I mean, you never know what can happen. So just keep submitting and keep applying, and you never know what can happen, man. Simple as that.